Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. He's got an open man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Smith. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for the offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react to the plays. So this can certainly open things up later.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Quick release on the RPO. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Flips it out in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. On the ground, it's Baxter. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. Stopped just inside the 30 and the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Grabbed on the outside, it's Moore. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Don't you just love the big boys? When the big boys up front do their job and create a great pocket, and the quarterback has time now to survey the field and take shots down the field and make huge plays.
A chance to make an early statement in this one here on 1st and goal. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And who says you can't find big-time tight ends anymore? Both of these teams certainly have.
In modern college football, Reese, tight ends are becoming a bigger and bigger part of offenses, and what a treat today. We get 2 of the best in the nation.
Yeah, going head-to-head, catch for catch. I'll be interested to see which offense uses them differently and can find ways to maximize these guys' strengths because they're ballers.
He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
He wants to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. And he's in for the touchdown. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player, give me that 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. Bringing it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Leaves it with the back. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
He gets a block. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Looking for a gap. It's Morris. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He threw it down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
On 3rd down, going up top. On target over the middle. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Run in the red zone. It's Morris. Running behind those pads. He gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? Got it, looking for the 1st down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll run it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
1st down for the offense.
Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. They've been great on third down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time racing requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. 1st down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's 1st down. Handoff from the gun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They could have used a little bit more there and picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that 1st down.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
He'll do it himself. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They wanted to get that ball to the outside quickly, and it just about went the other way. It'll be 2nd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
Brings up third down.
They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. He got it. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Mason. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll leave it with him. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout. So you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Smith. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Man, it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into it.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He'll just keep slinging it. Right down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now. And a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Wheeler. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
A 3rd and long coming up here. The snap sets up the throw. They're working that left side. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Mason. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Finds his target down the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And he intercepts it. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's in for the score. Touchdown. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be the 10. Take that thing all the way back.
On to attempt the try.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking for space, it's Morris. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Tackled at the 28, it's a pickup of 5.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. This offense has a 2nd down play. Now they'll run the draw. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now up to them.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. bringing it back, it's Bannister. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This drive will open from the 15. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it on the outside, it's Allen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They keep attacking through the air. Takes the easy completion. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On second down, they'll take to the air. A strike downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Ready to try the point after. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Ross. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Good job by the freshman to stand and deliver, but boy, did he get welcome to college football. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Ross. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to move it through the air. The throw to the outside is complete.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got it inside the 25. All the way in for the touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Brings up second down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got it behind the line. It's Matthews. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Just feeds the running back. Running through contact. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I think everybody will look at that play, and you'll probably go, why the heck would you run the football? Well, you run it because it's second and forever. Well, now it's just third and ever. At least you limited it to now where it's a situation where you can go get that third down, and it's not so unmanageable that you have to chunk the ball down the field.
Finds his man. It's Allen. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Makes a grab enough for the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The defense pounced on that. Now they're headed the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. On the run, it's Morris. Turns it on at midfield. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Quick strike complete. At the 35, he's open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's got it on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He leaves it with his back. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he could do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? From the gun, wants to pass. Open in the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
How about the 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game? Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. A first down for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Fires deep on the run. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And a first down.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. He's going to pass. He's got his man. Off he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Into the end zone for a touchdown. Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jump-starts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game. And it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll try to tack on one more.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The offense set for a first down play. He'll pull it on the read. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it to the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Running it back, it's Bannister. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, running back on the move. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Off the play fake on first down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down now after the sack. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Can't get him to the ground. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
At the 31, coming up, fourth down.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Caught on the outside. It's Moore. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Grabs it in the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Caught over the middle. It's Smith.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
After the incompletion, it's second down. Running back searching for a hole. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll bring it out. It's Bannister. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. He finds his man. And more yards after contact. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Now on first down from the 28. On the ground with the counter. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Allen. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's going to fire deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. And it's in there for a touchdown.
The quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. They've cut into this lead. It's down to 11 as they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And now this offense will take the field again. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. After the misfire, now on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg. With the catch, it's Morris. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32 to the ground with the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Makes the grab outside. It's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The aerial assault continues. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long, and they look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Play number 9 on this drive. Looking for room. It's Baxter. Tackled, but he has a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. To the air on first down. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. He's loose. The 30. Running inside the 20. No one's going to get him. Touchdown. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's perfect. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. First down for this offense. The give and tick, 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 tick. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
The give from the gun. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Calls his own number. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the tailback. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Shotgun snap on third down. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. And you've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
All right, you've now tried running the ball down here a couple times. It hasn't worked. What are you going to do on 4th down? Are you settling for a field goal? Or you've got a play in your back pocket to go get you 6?
And the field goal unit is on the field. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Getting some heat. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
Is incomplete. 3rd down coming up.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
It leads to 2nd down.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
3 yards on play. 3rd down coming up.